In 12 days, I'm gonna have my strength competition, and this is day 2 of my no time preparation. If you haven't watched day 1, this competition is about 1 rep max bench press and max reps pull-ups. So let's get prepared for it. In day 1, I did 110 kilos of 3 reps for bench press, and I did them for 4 sets. And for my pull-ups, I did 24 straight pull-ups in the first set and then declined to 20 for the next 3 sets. And today, I'm gonna try to do 120 kilos of bench press, and it's gonna be only 2 reps. I'm gonna also drop my sets for the bench press to 2 sets as well. I'm tapering everything down, lowering the volume, the reps, the sets, so that I can prepare myself for the maximum bench press in the competition day. This is my first set, the warm-up set. It's 50 kilos, 20 kilos, and 20 kilos. It's in total 40 kilos, and the bar is not an Olympic bar, so it's 10 kilos, and in total it's 50 kilos. Let's go for it. Try to have everything slow and controlled so that I get warmed up. That's pretty good for the start warm up. Oh, it's pretty warm here. I don't know, it's maybe 30 degrees or something. One tip to know when you are training, always try to stay in a good temperature. The days where sweating and having the hoodie on, we are the golden era, this is not good for you. You want your body to be in a good temperature so that you can push yourself harder. And if you are sweating all the time and you are warm or you are super cold, this will not be effective because you won't be able to push as much as you would if you were in a good temperature. So if you are somewhere that you have an AC, open the AC. If you don't, you can bring a fan with you at the gym or where you are training so that you can keep yourself in a good temperature. Always put your safety on the bar because you never know what's gonna happen. I'm also training alone, so I'm doing as much as possible so that I can stay safe. I also created these ones. They are custom made. Everything is really custom made so that I can keep myself safe, because weights, if you don't use them right, they are not safe at all. So let's go for warm-up set number 2. I have to straighten the bar. That felt pretty good actually. I wasn't expecting that. So I think we can push hard for the competition. We're gonna see. I still don't know. It's my first time trying to go 1 rep max bench press in my entire life. And as I said in day 1, for pull-ups as well, the last time I tried was 1.5 years ago, and it was 29 pull-ups, but I don't have a video of it, so it doesn't count, I guess. So I'm gonna film the competition, and we're gonna see how much I can do there with proof, because without proof, nothing is true. I don't know, this is what I believe sometimes, because some people come to me and they're like,
I can do 50 pull-ups.
and I'm like, how? 50? Really? 50? There are too many.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
And 2 months later or a year, I watch them do pull-ups and they are doing this. And I'm like, okay, you can do 50. Now I believe you because you are not doing anything. So yeah, if you don't have proof of something, most of the times you haven't done it. But of course I can agree that most of the times we do some things for ourselves and we should keep them for ourselves. Nothing wrong with that. If you like it, you can do it, but you can't just go out and tell to everyone, I can't do this many or that many, I can do 200 kilos of bench press. We don't know. Now I have 105 kilos on the bar, so it's my last warm-up set, and then we're gonna push as much as possible. I'm gonna try to do 90% of my 1 rep max. So let's get the last warm-up set. Try to treat your warm-up sets just like normal sets, the form and everything, the breathing, so that you get a good warm-up. That was pretty good. So let's go for the 120. This is the first working hard set. I'm gonna aim for 2 reps of 120 kilos. I hope that everything goes good, because I have these safety racks, but I have never tested them. They are kind of new and I don't have a spotter, so fingers crossed everything going good. Let's go. Oh, that was hard. Nearly got the bar up, but I'm gonna rest well now so that I can push for the second set 120 kilos again for 2 reps. Always try to get up, walk, move around when you are resting to help your blood move and get a better rest in between your hard sets. When I'm going rock climbing, what we usually do, because the forearms get completely destroyed, we have our hands up and we just move them like that so that the lactic acid gets away, or we push the forearms like that, and it helps a lot to keep on going and pushing harder. So try to move around when you're resting. 3 or 4 minutes have passed by, and I think I'm pretty good and rested. I feel good to go and push again. So let's go for set 2. It's the last set, so I'm gonna push everything all out at the last set. So yeah, let's go. We got this. Easy, let's go. As the legend says, lightweight baby. Taking a good breath before your set. And go. Oh. Whew. That really worked. I'm kind of hyped now. If you are wondering if the sets and reps are too low, yes, they are too low, but the reason I'm doing it like that is because I'm trying to make my nervous system ready for the competition. So if you are doing that, you don't want to do a lot of sets and a lot of reps. It's a peak, so you are trying to minimize everything, sets and reps, and just add more weight. Because if you have high volume, high reps, high sets, and you have at the same time a lot of weight, then for the competition you are not gonna be well rested, so you are not gonna be able to push as much as you would. And I know you're gonna be like, yes, but I feel that I'm recovered, I'm good to go and push. But most of the times, or 100% of the times, you are not as recovered as you think, because your body is still trying to recover from all the weight and everything. So you push for that specific day, for that peak week. I'm not speaking for generally doing that. For a specific day, for a specific meet, then you have to lower everything down and add the weight up. So that's why I'm doing it. It's my first time doing it, especially with only 2 weeks, 15 days of having to get ready. So we are gonna find out if I'm doing the correct thing or not. But based on what I have seen, that's what the principles are and what most people do. But of course they do it in 12 weeks, not in 2. But that's how it is sometimes. You have to work with what you have. And now it's time for the pull-ups. So I removed all the weight to get the rack ready. Last time I had kind of a difficulty with the pull-ups because I saw that the reps are a bit too high and the volume is too much, and I feel my muscles heavy and pumped, so it's a bit difficult for me to push for all the sets, the maximum reps. So I'm gonna do my best this time to push as much as possible, but not 100%. Remember, I'm training for 90% of my max so that I can do my 105% at the competition. Oh, let's move the bench out of here. Oh shit, it's still a mess. I don't have even space to move things around. I think I have a space to move. And if you think that you need a gym to train and become a good at what you are doing, of course you don't need one. I think this is the proof. This is the only thing that I have here, and the rest is a mess. My bed, my desk, my computer, my laptop, I have everything here. And remember, it all started with one chair that I eventually broke, my door, which I had a pull-up bar on the door, and one old backpack which I was filling with books and bottle of waters. This is how it all started. And after months and months, I think after 1 month, I bought some bands. I don't know where they are here in the mess, but yeah, I bought some bands I brought with me in the army. So I was training there with, again, we had a pull-up bar. I had a bench, but the bench that you sit on, and my bands. And then I eventually bought, I don't know, these dips. I got them second hand because I don't have the money to buy them completely. And then I had to choose between going into a gym or not going to a gym, training at my house with just these and some small parts that I still have somewhere. And I bought them for €5, I think. And so I had to choose between training with those things at my house and not going to the gym, because with that way I was gonna be able to afford in a year all the things that you can see here. So this is what I did at the end of the day. I wasn't going to a gym for a year. I saved up all of this money and I bought the equipment that you can see here. But of course, after the years went on, I bought some other things as well. I bought the weights, especially, are the most expensive thing. So yeah, we are pretty good. So I'm going now for the pull-ups. Let's go for the first warm-up set. I'm gonna have 2 warm-up sets this time, and I'm gonna try to have wider grip. Last time I had only 1 warm-up set, and I think that was kind of a problem. So I'm going for 2 warm-up sets, slow and steady for the first one, and for the second one, I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can. I usually don't count reps when I'm going for warm-up. I'm going just by the feel. If you have the space at your house, I suggest you 100% to get your home gym. You just need 2 meters by 2, and that's enough to grow. Just the most difficult thing to have is a pull-up bar or a bar at your door, if it's okay to break the wall just a little bit. And if you have that, you can do everything. And these are the prices that I had when I started. And this is the bag as well. The chair, don't ask me, I broke it. And the door pull-up bar, I don't have that because I gave it to a friend of mine and he's training with it. If you ask me, having a gym at your house or in your bedroom, even though it's kind of nice, I think it needs a bit more dedication to go and train because you have all these distractions. And I usually have my computer over there open, I'm watching videos as I'm training, and sometimes it's not that good because I may forget to go and do my set and watch a 10-minute video, or I'm watching a podcast and I'm going back and forth. So yeah, it needs a bit more dedication because here's my bed, I can just go and dive into it. But yeah, we have to do what we have to do and what we like, of course. So let's go for a second warm-up set. I'm gonna try to go more explosive this time. Oh shit, I forgot to take my t-shirt off. Okay, next set, in the first actual working set, I'm gonna take my t-shirt off because that's a booster. And now let's get explosive. Whoa, something broke, most probably. So I will not go as explosive as I was going. I think that's good. And I have to set up the weights here so this doesn't move as much. Oh shit. As I promised, I have to take the t-shirt off. So I'm letting this here. Okay, listen. This is the trick to doing more reps. This is weight. I'm just kidding. It's a mental thing a lot of times. And that's why a lot of times we remove our shoes when doing some calisthenics. Even though a lot of times it doesn't make a difference. Except if you are doing front lever and plunge and all those more extreme style of movements. If you are doing this, then it helps. I tested it myself and I tried it. But if you are doing pull-ups or dips, I don't know why I remove them. I do it myself as well. I put 100 kilos on me and I dip with 100 kilos, but I still remove my shoes because of the excess weight. Just don't ask me why. So yeah. Sometimes we're all a bit stupid and we do things that we don't know why we do them, I guess. Except if I am the only one. I hope I'm not. I forgot to add my chalk. It's kind of empty. This is all I can do. Let's go. This is what proves that I'm doing a lot of pull-ups. My hands are always destroyed. I found it hard with pull-ups because there are 26 reps and volume is a bit too high. I can already feel the lactic acid here. It's fully pumped, even though I'm not even trying to squeeze or flex. So yeah, I hope I can go even close to that many reps in the next set. but I'm not sure if that's gonna be possible. But I'm sure that I can still do more pull-ups. I'm sure that I can do 3 or 4 more. So I can go to 30 reps. But because volume is high, reps are high actually, I still feel it in my arms and everything. But with the bench press, because it's just 2 reps, I find it for myself that after just a few minutes I can feel pretty well rested and go and do that again. But with pull-up, because reps are high, I all the time feel pumped, even though that's not the goal. I actually can't resist anymore. So I'm gonna do the trick of doing more pull-ups, which is of course taking your shoes off. Now I'm gonna be able to do more. I'm kidding. It's been 3 minutes since my last set, but I still don't feel recovered. So I'm gonna wait a bit more, maybe 5-6 minutes, and see how I'm gonna feel. A lot of time has passed, maybe 7 or 8 minutes. I still a bit better to go and pull, so I'm gonna do my best right now. One more reason I feel it's hard for me is because I don't have chalk, so my hands kind of slip. But this is what I'm gonna do. I think like that it's gonna be easier. Gonna try to get all the chalk out, because if I don't, I will not be able to perform as good. And the other side as well. No. If you are not making a mess, it means you are not trying enough. That's what I've concluded to. By the way, excuse my English, it's not my first language. I'm actually from Cyprus. I'm sure a lot of you don't know what this is. It's a small island near Greece and Turkey, and here we speak Greek. So English is not my first language, but I'm trying to improve at it. The chalk got dried, so we are ready to go. It actually felt better than what I thought. So this kind of proves that taking longer rest times when you're training for strength and endurance, because that's endurance, it's 26 reps, helps a lot. Because for this one I took like, I don't know, 7-8 minutes of rest, maybe more, I wasn't counting it. But I took a big break, and I actually was able to do the same reps as the first set. And remember, I'm not going all out in my sets. If I was going all out, I wouldn't be able at all to match the same reps, because the goal here is not muscle growth. If your goal is muscle growth, then I suggest training as hard as possible, all out. But when we are talking about strength, and especially peaking, you have to ease into it, go from, I don't know the point you start, 70%, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and then 100, taking a big break and then going to a competition. But yeah, when I'm training for strength, I'm not going all out. The goal is to do as much weight as I can, or in this situation, as much reps as I can, but without going beyond the limits. If this was hypertrophy, what I usually do is that I go all out pull-ups, and then at the end, when I'm all out, I go drop sets or supersets. Usually with pull-ups, I do jumping pull-ups and negatives, so I can go all out, but only when I'm training for hypertrophy and only at my last set. I don't think you should go all out if you are a novice lifter or even intermediate. Sometimes you can still leave some reps, as Jeff Nippert says a lot of times. But when you get into a more advanced level, I'm not saying that I'm advanced, of course I am not, but when you get into that more advanced level, there are more metrics to take into consideration with resting, the sets, the volume. There are a lot more things to think about. When you are a new lifter, you just need to go out, stay consistent, and train close to that and hard enough, because I'm pretty sure if you are a novice lifter, you are not training as hard as you think you are training. I've been in that phase as well, and I see a lot of people being in the gym and they're all the time like, I can't do anymore, this is the max I can do. And then I'm like, come on, you can do 5 more, even 10 more reps. And then sometimes they change the weights, add a bit more, and then they can push even more reps with more weight because they don't know how much they lift. So if you are a new lifter, just care about going to the gym, having a pretty good workout program, nothing to worry about. Doesn't have to be the most optimal one, not the most optimal diet. Just go in, do your workouts, stay consistent, and gradually try to improve your diet and your training program, and you will be good to go. And now I'm gonna take again a big rest because I'm still feeling my muscles pump. That's why I'm shaking it all the time, because I'm used to from climbing, and I find that it helps. You know what I just realized is that I was supposed to do 3 sets of bench press, and because I don't have my phone on me because I'm filming with my phone, while I was resting, I saw that I had to do 3 sets, and I actually done 2 sets of bench press. Sometimes I'm away, I don't know what happens to me. So what I'm gonna do because of that mistake is I'm not gonna do a 3rd set, because my priority is exposing myself to higher weights, but at the same time not burning myself. So that's why I'm doing the taper down and I'm lowering the volume and the sets. So I think it will be better for this specific case, for the competition, to not go back and train and do again the bench press, because I will have to warm up again and do 3 sets of warm up to get again at the same weight as I had before. So I think I'm gonna let it out and just go and do my last set of pull-ups so that I can end the workout. If this was about hypertrophy, I would most probably, not sure based on how I feel, I would most probably go and do them the last set again, but with less weight. But for this specific thing that I'm training for strength, because a lot of time has passed, maybe 20 minutes or something, I think that the damage I'm gonna do on the rest base is not worth it, so I'm gonna let it there. Remember, the whole point of the peak is to expose ourselves to higher weight and at the same time trying to have optimal recovery. So that's why I think it's not worth doing all that work to go back and do the same weight as I did before. This is my last set, so let's push for it. Last set for the day. I'm gonna push everything out on this set right here. Let's go. Lightweight. That was the last set, set 3. So I think this is what is the trick. I took again maybe 10 minutes of rest, but I was able to still push 3 sets of 26 reps, and that's the goal at the moment. So yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Ciao.